almost 11.
She needs a lot of sleep these days.
Please, Miss Bardak, I haven't seen her for a week.
I'll see how she's feeling.
Thank you.
You know what to do. All done?
Yeah. I scrubbed for 45 seconds, did the nails all the way down to the elbows, the whole deal.
Are you sick?
No.
Cough?
No.
Sore throat?
No. I just sometimes I sneeze when I look at lights. I always have.
I'm sorry, you better.
I would never get her sick. Please.
A mask.
Got me by the bouncer.
She's crazy. She's let me out like 6 times in the last 2 months. Every time it's just to go to the hospital. I'm a prisoner.
Oh, it's okay.
It's ugly.
No. I was looking at the scar anyways.
Take off your mask.
If your mom comes in here.
Hey, give me a kiss or I'll kill you.
Your skin. You okay? Melinda, can you... Hey, what's wrong? Can you breathe? What's wrong? Is it your heart? What's wrong? Mrs. Bardak! Melinda, I don't know how to use this. I've never used one of these before.
What did you do to her?
Detergent, perfume,
No. Barbara's really careful about that stuff.
and you haven't been outside recently?
How could I? I'm trapped up there.
You're not trapped. It's just
They
safe.
won't even tell me the alarm code. Just tell her I can go back to school.
Till we clear this up.
Fine. Find out what I'm allergic to and I'll stay away from it. Then I can go back to school. Right?
It's up to your parents, but medically, there's no reason.
Told you.
Could I speak to you outside for a second, please? You know, this is hard enough without you in
She
there.
has an opinion.
She is 16 years old. Lie to her.
When I was 8, my mom, she hated
I
me.
know. I need to loosen up. I'm overprotective. I saw Finding Nemo. I get it. I don't need another story.
You're not just being overprotective. You're one of the most overprotective parents I've ever seen.
She has the best private tutors. I let her friends visit. I'm not going to apologize.
I'm just giving you my thoughts.
She almost died 3 times during her childhood. Penicillin, bee stings, peanuts.
I've seen her file.
6 months ago, we leave her home alone for the first time on a weekend. She goes out, buys 1 chocolate chip cookie, peanut butter in the dough. She's forgotten her EpiPen. She drives to the hospital, passes out, has an accident. Steering wheel crushed her chest. She ended up losing her heart. So when you say to me that I'm one of the most overprotective parents you've seen, please, introduce me to the ones who were more protective so that I can find out what they're doing right.
She's allergic to having a sucky social life.
Give the parents a break. They're just trying to keep her healthy. Everything in here is labeled hypoallergenic.
Check it anyway. Cameron.
This place is cleaner than her hospital room.
No alarm on this window.
It's a 20-foot drop.
You can get to the tree from here. There's some bark scraped off.
Sure, heart transplant girl swung down there on a vine. Maybe she was hooking up with Tarzan and cheated down by the elephant graveyard.
Or Jane stayed in the tree house. Tarzan came up.
Okay, I spent most of the night Friday, but if her mom finds out about that, she will totally freak.
You guys had sex?
Yeah, but, I did everything I could to make sure she wouldn't get sick.
Latex allergy?
What do you mean, like a condom? We didn't...
You had unsafe sex? The whole unsafe thing didn't tell you something?
Yeah, but I mean, we didn't, like, plan on it, it just... I don't know, we're in love. We've been dating for 2 years.
Practically a lifetime. How about a semen allergy?
We're gonna need a semen sample. You can use the bathroom over there.
Right, how do I...
Aim and shoot.
No thinking about Dr. Cameron. Well, no.
We should tell her parents.
Why stop there? Call the cops.
Melinda's a minor.
And if we nip it in the bud here, teenagers will never again have sex. The parents will find out when they get the bill anyway.
Oh, so you're fine with them finding out as long as you don't have to tell them personally?
Pretty much.
Too bad it's not you giving the sample. We'd be done by now. Test was negative. No semen allergy.
Boyfriend sneaks in to get his freak on the night before the anaphylaxis. I don't buy that it's unrelated.
He loves her, did everything he could to make sure she wouldn't get sick.
What does that mean?
Love is an emotion certain people experience, similar to happiness. No, maybe I should give a more relatable example.
Oh, snap. What did he do to protect her? Brillo pat his privates?
I assume he washed and
Oh,
he...
good work. Assumptions are so much faster than actual questions. You the boyfriend? Need to borrow you.
What is going on?
Don't worry, I'll return him in roughly the same condition. Did you take anything to stay healthy? Something stronger than an apple a day?
Is he okay?
He's just tired from being in a coma so long. What'd you take? Don't worry, he can keep a secret.
Right,
Antibiotics, penicillin. Any of those names ring a bell?
Yeah, my friend Elliot, his dad had like a whole bottle that he hadn't finished, so I swiped it and took a bunch for like a week. I mean, there's no way I was gonna risk breathing germs on Melinda.
This is the one downside of teenage sex. You're idiots. You almost killed your girlfriend. She's allergic to penicillin.
What do you think? There's still some on my lips? I brushed my teeth.
Think lower and more fun.
I mean, you can go through your stuff.
Totally, dude. There's this administrator here. Whenever she gets sick, she just gives me the prescription.
But, they tested Melinda. They said she wasn't allergic to my stuff.
Yeah, 4 days later. By that time, the penicillin was crusting up a sock at the bottom of your hamper.
Do you have to tell her it was my fault?
No. Great part of being a grown-up. You never have to do anything.
Oh.
You're releasing her? What happened? What did you find out?
Tests on your house ruled out any environmental allergens.
Yeah, but what caused this?
We believe it's highly unlikely that this set of circumstances will repeat itself.
What set of circumstances?
It's good news. She's healthy, but you might want to talk...
Cameron!
Getting the epi.
Give it a shot!
No murmurs, no friction lips.
What are you waiting for?
Quiet.
She's coughing up white sputum.
Crack me 2/3 of the way up.
Look at her neck.
Please, she is vomiting. Would you give her the shot?
It's not an allergy, it's her heart.
That woman from the lab was interesting, too. She studied astrophysics before becoming a nurse.
You know the stuff better than I do.
Well, I love to hear all about people.
Yet you live in a monastery.
It's where I serve our Lord and the world best.
Our Lord, maybe. The rest of the world, on the other hand, would probably get more out of feeding the homeless or...
Healing the sick.
As an example, yeah.
Did you always want to be a doctor?
Always. You always want to be a nun?
My parents died when I was 6. I was raised in a foster home run by the church. When I was 18, I went to the monastery where they let me take my vows. I've known no other life, and I haven't wanted to.
Okay, sister. We need you to lie as still as possible. If you get scared, just let us know.
As Jonah said, from inside the whale. lost all hope, I turned my thoughts to the Lord.
At least she's got God on her side.
I don't believe in God.
You're not even a little agnostic?
Is it supposed to smell funny?
Someone ralphed in there this morning. We cleaned it up, but
It's normal, sister. It's just a few more minutes. I believe in a higher order that's in control of what happens, but not one anthropomorphic entity called God that's concerned with the everyday workings of you and me.
What else is there to control but the everyday workings of you and me?
It's always about you, Foreman.
So what are you talking about? The trees, the fish? Should they be the ones that think it's all about them? What about you, Chase? You believe in God?
I believe Sister Augustine has no vascular pathology, which means no Church Strauss.
Which means House made a mistake.
No, not necessarily. It could be something else. Thyrotoxicosis or a carcinoid.
I don't get you. You don't believe in God, but you're willing to put complete faith in one man?
Please. The smell.
Let's get her out of there.
I'm coming, sister. I gotcha. I'm coming.
The smell. It's gonna be sick.
There's no smell.
Oh,
It's okay.
no, good. Oh, it's Jesus. It's Jesus. He's coming for me. He's burning me with his touch.
Let's get her on some Ativan.
Please.
Smells religious visions of symptomatic temporal lobe swelling. We don't want her to...
Oh, she's seething. Tom, on.
Help me get her on her side.
Religious visions?
Yeah. And next comes...
Did you paint or put in new carpets recently?
No.
Anyway, she could have got access to drugs.
Well, we lock all our medications in the infirmary, and we don't keep prescription drugs here. Why haven't you asked Sister Augustine about these things directly?
I found that when you want to know the truth about someone, that someone is probably the last person you should ask.
And have you been speaking to Sister Eucharist?
She ratted out her fellow sister pretty quickly. If I were you, I'd have her repeat a year in nun school.
Becoming a nun doesn't make you a saint.
Becoming a doctor doesn't make you a healer.
And just because we live in a monastery and we spend most of our time in prayer doesn't mean we don't find time for drama.
So what is the sick one's drama?
Sister Augustine lived in Catholic foster care until she came to us. Tea?
Sure. Do all of you lie? It's good strategy. Simpler when you all tell the same lie. But she has not spent her entire life as a good Catholic. When she had a cardiac arrest, I had to open her blouse to do CPR, and I learned two things. Nuns can have nice breasts, and she has a tattoo on her shoulder of a skunk. Now, maybe it's the sacred skunk of Joseph. As far as I know, Catholic foster care and monasteries do not keep tattoo parlors in their refectories.
We consider that our life begins when we put on our habits and take our vows. What happens before then?
It's irrelevant to you, but it's relevant to me.
Sister Augustine went into foster care when she was 6 years old, but she left when she was 12. She lived on the streets. She got into drugs. When she was 15, she became pregnant, tried to self-abort. She lost the child. She became ill. We took her in when she came back. If we had thought it was medically relevant, we would have told you.
It's not. This tea is delicious. Local herbs?
There you go. No television, no books.
Not even my Bible.
I'm afraid not. This room has filtered air, filtered water. You even have silk sheets. Very decadent and hypoallergenic. You should be feeling better here.
We'll be back to check on you in a little while.
Can the other sisters come in and pray with me?
It'd be better if you don't have any visitors. Once we isolate what's causing your allergy, then we can be a little more lax. I can pray with you.
I don't want to die. Why has he left me?
I was in seminary school. They asked us once what our favourite passage was. I chose 1 Peter chapter 1, verse 7. These trials only test your faith to see whether or not it is strong and pure. Your faith is being tested, as fire tests gold and purifies it.
And your faith is far more precious to the Lord than mere gold. So if your faith remains strong after being tested, it will bring you much praise and glory and honor on the day of his return.
He hasn't left you. The only thing in the way of you knowing he's there is your fear. You have a choice, faith or fear. That's the test.
Choosing faith doesn't mean I won't die.
But it will affect how you experience your death. And therefore your life. It's up to you.
Why did you leave seminary school?
That test. You passed. I didn't.
We'll call you if anything changes. Will she be all right?
As long as she's not exposed to anything that can aggravate her allergy, she'll be fine.
Need some help in here. Screw the procedure. She's in anaphylactic shock.
No way. She's in a damn clean room.
You kidding me? Get in here. 21 cc, Betty.
Got the intubate.
I got it. Get the ambulance there. I'm in. Breathing stabilized.
It's a clean room.
Ran away from the monastery, get laid. Ran away from the real world when getting laid didn't work out so good. Now things aren't working out again, so off you go.
Why is it so difficult for you to believe in God?
What I have difficulty with is the whole concept of belief. Faith isn't based on logic and experience.
I experience God on a daily basis. And the miracle of life all around. The miracle of birth. The miracle of love. He is always with me.
Where's the miracle in delivering a crack-addicted baby? And watching her mother abandon her because she needs another score. Miracle of love. You are over twice as likely to be killed by the person you love than by a stranger.
Are you trying to talk me out of my faith?
You can have all the faith you want in spirits and the afterlife and heaven and hell. But when it comes to this world, don't be an idiot. Because you can tell me that you put your faith in God to get you through the day, but when it comes time to cross the road, I know you look both ways.
I don't believe he is inside me and is going to save me. I believe he is inside me whether I live or die.
And you might as well live. Got a better shot betting on me than on him.
When I was 15, I was on every kind of birth control known to man. And I still got pregnant. I blamed God. I hated him for ruining my life. But then I realized something. You can't be angry with God and not believe in him at the same time. No one can. Not even you, Dr. House.
I'm afraid there are going to be some limitations on his medical history. Just let me know what you need and I should be able to provide it.
FYI, my malpractice insurance doesn't cover alien autopsies.
That's fine. X-Files are the next swing over.
Where was the patient when he first fell ill?
Sorry, that's classified, but assume there aren't too many places in the world John hasn't been, and yes, John's a cover name.
And what makes you think it was an attempt on his life?
Sorry, I can't tell you that either.
Well, what can you tell us?
Yeah, did Oswald really have sex with Marilyn Monroe?
Good Lord.
Very professional.
5 days ago, he was 185 pounds. Perfect health.
Cool.
We've run 6 complete tox screens, tested for every heavy metal, poison, and biological agent we can think of.
It says here he ate a lot of chestnuts.
Hold on a second. If the squirrel liberation army is involved, I'm out of here. Those little rodents are...
Horse chestnuts are poisonous. If someone switched them...
Horse chestnuts may look like chestnuts, but they taste like a horse's lower than chestnuts, which makes the theory that he accidentally ate a couple of hundred slightly less persuasive. Seeing as how he was prowling the back alleys of Tehran...
It wasn't Tehran, it was... Oops, you almost got me.
Unless we know the local environmental factors, like poisonous flora...
You know I can't tell you that.
Well, then why are we here? You might as well have just Googled poison.
All they would tell me is he spent the last 11 months in Bolivia.
Who are you gonna kill in Bolivia? My old housekeeper?
We don't kill people.
I'm sorry, who are you gonna marginalize? If it is my housekeeper, she has it coming. Cleaning the windows means cleaning both sides. Am I right or am I right?
What does it matter what he was doing? The guy is dying.
Not anymore. I know what's poisoning him. And who? John. It's just pancreatitis.
He's not an alcoholic.
And unless his pancreas is in his fingers...
Spies can't get fungal infections?
And the burns on his skin?
Spies can't get sunburns? Bolivia doesn't have sun?
So either we go with his theory of the non-drinking drunk, or he was poisoned by some group with the resources to make it completely untraceable, some customized isotope.
Let's treat for radiation poisoning.
The iodine's to protect your thyroid. Antibiotics are to handle infections. Should start working in a couple of hours.
We should celebrate with a beer or 8.
I don't drink.
Oh. He thinks he doth protest too much.
He's deathly ill. Why would he lie about drinking?
Guilt over killing a man. Make anyone hit the sauce.
We don't kill people.
Right. You just lie to your friends and family, establish false identities, trick people into betraying their country. He'd never cover up his drinking. He's too honest. Hey, something I've always wanted to know. That poison lipstick that Ginger used to kiss Gilligan, why didn't that kill her?
Vital stabilizing.
Tummy ache's gone as well.
So the treatment's working.
You want to ditch Dr. Killjoy and hop on the company jet? Little trip down Mexico way. I'm not talking about the country or the plane.
Do you think acting like an idiot and talking about sex works on girls?
Well, if it didn't, the human race would have died out long ago.
You're pretty cheery for someone who was just proved wrong about his pancreatitis theory.
I'm appropriately cheery for someone who's been proved right.
John hasn't vomited in 6 hours.
What's the vomit? I'm eating his lunch. Withholding nutrients is the treatment for pancreatitis. That and the antibiotics you put him on. I did unhook your iodine, though. It seemed to fit with the whole I'm just jerking you guys around gestalt.
You're unbelievable.
Well, let's ask John if he'd rather be sick honestly or cured dishonestly.
John. John.
Any chance he's just overwhelmed with gratitude?
He should be brought up on charges.
Okay, relax. I'll take your book out from under my piano.
He's dying of radiation sickness. He's obviously in pain, all of which could have been avoided if you hadn't interfered with... What was that for?
Radiation sickness kills specific cells at specific times. His hair should be coming out in clumps before he's writhing in pain. Since it's not, I know who's trying to kill him. God. It's blood cancer. Waldenstrom's.
Radiation can cause infections, which set off
If you had any real evidence of foul play, you'd be torturing Bolivians instead of putting me into a state of anticipatory sexual arousal.
Can we treat for both?
Bad idea. Unless you're the one who's trying to poison him.
I'll arrange for plasmapheresis and chemo.
Are you going to trust him after what he did?
I don't have to trust him to agree with him.
You make a good point. I've been wrong every time. She still won't listen to you. So either she really likes me or she really hates you. And I got to ride in the jet. How are you feeling?
Like crap.
Yeah, cancer can be that way.
My hair is falling out. Is that the chemo?
No, It's too quick.
So what does that mean?
Means you don't have cancer. Someone actually did try to kill you.
You're stubborn. You're arrogant.
There's no need to yell.
You may have cost that man his life.
He's getting the radiation treatment.
24 hours too late.
Look, I didn't yell at you when I thought you were wrong.
I wasn't wrong.
This isn't productive.
There is no productive. It's too late. Because of your inexperience, your poor judgment, and your failure to recognize a reckless fool.
Nauseous. Not as bad.
Radiation sickness has a latency period. You'll get better before you get worse.
I don't know what I really did down there.
Only if it's interesting.
The women there, during carnival, they do this dance. They call it the devil dance.
Not interesting.
I spent the whole 40 days with this attaché and the Minister of Defense. The most button-down woman you'd ever meet. You know? Except when she did this dance. She agreed to tell me stuff.
Okay, you got half a good story there.
Karma.
Best way to rid yourself of that guilt is to confess your sins.
Pain's right. It's comforting. It makes me think that somehow it all makes sense.
I mean, 40 days.
When they found out what she told me.
Carnival in Bolivia is only 8 days. You have any idea what a chestnut looks like? You idiot.
Who are you calling an idiot?
Whoever knew that John was stationed in Brazil, not Bolivia.
Brazil.
Hold on, I guess I'm talking to you, idiot.
It's the same region. It's the same parasites, same diseases.
But not the same language. In Bolivia, chestnuts are chestnuts. Brazil, on the other hand, has castañas do Pará. Literally, chestnuts from Pará. Because it would be stupid for people from Brazil to call them Brazil nuts.
So he ate Brazil nuts. Big deal.
No, he ate a lot of Brazil nuts, which is a big deal because they contain selenium, which in high doses causes fatigue, vomiting, skin irritation, discharge from the fingernail beds, and hair loss. Any of that sounding familiar?
Can you treat it?
We already started. Treatment's chelation, same as for radiation sickness. The only difference is it works a lot better on nut poisoning.
So what's the problem?
You're an idiot.